Let's win them all. Let's just win them all. Why not? 6'10", 6'10". Let's go. I feel very fucking good about our spot right now. Come on, calling with Queen Jack. Come on, get there. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a good series.
What's your name on here?
And now it works. Would you look at that? Berkey 11.
Real hard.
Oh, man. All right, let's start that all over again. Welcome to another Solve for Why stream. Apologies for the, I don't know, 7 to 10 minutes of me just mouthing words that you guys couldn't hear. Apparently, OBS likes to change the mic settings and had it on default, which I have a laptop and it doesn't have a default mic. Therefore, you got nothing. You got dead air the whole time. But hey, what kind of stream would this be if I didn't have some sort of technical difficulty, right? Am I right? The weird creepy dude in the maroon shirt that you saw just kind of nuzzling his way in, that's my best friend from high school, Jace Criswell. J. Chris, if you will. Known the man since 4th grade. He's here hanging out. This is how dedicated we are to the stream. I have to combine hanging out with my longtime friend with streaming to you guys because there just aren't enough hours in the day. We're gonna start with a bet here without a heart. I think we go a little bit on the larger side, but not too big. We're super deep here, so nothing bad can really happen. Getting check raised, not that big of a deal. Turning the nuts, however, very nice. Very nice indeed. I think we're just going to start bombing. We're probably going to go pot here and overbet river, or yeah, overbet river. Assuming it's a non-flush card. If the flush card comes through, then we'll have to go closer to 75% depending on what it is. Oh, what up, Craig? Oh shit. Oh shit. We got check raised. I mean, we're very likely to be chopping here. We do have the King of Diamonds though, which gives us the ability to maneuver rivers a little bit better than him. Instead we see a brick. We're at 2 SPR. Obviously we're all in. Craig Brobin says, hey Berkey, it's Craig from the last Academy. 2 to your right. So that would be spooky action. My man Craig. Craig, I don't like what you did with that 9-5 suited. It wasn't good. You don't beat anything on the river and your hand is a terrible bluff candidate. Come on, we've been over this, man. We've been over this. Oh wow, no snap. No snap! He has 2 pair! Oh, baby! How do we catch a punt this big? Oh my goodness. He might have a hand like Queen 10 of Diamonds, which is an obvious fold. He probably has a hand like Ace Deuce. Wow, Queen Jack! Queen Jack! Woo, baby! We're gonna fair catch that one, bring it in, and that's all for our man, whoever that was. All right, we got an early double here in this bracelet event. That means big things, baby, big things. Let's go. You can see the payout table in the lower left-hand corner. Right now, first place is just shy of 13,000. I expect it to get closer to like 25K before it's all said and done. Oh, it's actually up to 15K, sorry. I must have minimized the window, therefore it wasn't updating. Let me take care of that. Conrad didn't even register yet. We've already doubled. He doesn't understand. For any of you guys interested that haven't already checked out Solve for Why TV, we are doing a free month giveaway. So 30 days for free from the moment that you sign up. Cancel anytime. No obligation. just use sign up code S4Y free AUG. Do you find it useful to play tournaments as early as possible? Funny you asked that. I actually had a very in-depth conversation with my man Lucky Chewy about this a few nights ago. And I have a hypothesis that certainly could be demonstrated through a mathematical model, just not one that I've built yet. But essentially, if we broke things down into win rate and compared it to the ICM model as best we can, I think what we would understand is that the risk of ruin of playing the early level of a tournament compared to the actual win rate almost certainly makes them not worth playing. So essentially then, when is a viable time to enter an event? Oh, yo, we got our man Chris at the table, Moo himself. And I don't have that answer. There's definitely a sweet spot, right? So if we were to build this model as far as like calculating potential win rates, comparing them against risk of ruin, comparing that risk of ruin then to basically like how much is earning chips at that win rate worth at the early levels by comparison to going broke. Obviously going broke costs you the buy-in to the event, whereas winning those chips does not earn you the buy-in to the event. It earns you like some fraction of the prize pool, some fractional increase of the prize pool. We're actually just going to check fold here without a heart. If we were to model all that out and then compare it to like what our win rate is at absolute max late reg compared to our win rate at like 25 blinds registering, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I think we would see a lot of cool things happening. I know for freeze outs, and actually I don't know how true this is. Somebody told me that in a freeze out you either play hand 1 or you max late reg, and there really isn't any time in between to register. But that doesn't make any sense to me, because playing hand 1 versus registering at level 2 doesn't seem to alter your win rate much, and it doesn't really increase your risk of ruin all that much either. The max late regging makes a ton of sense to me. So my best guess is that there is some sort of sweet spot that we could potentially model out. We just haven't yet. I made an error on this. I should have bet the turn. Small so that I didn't have to check call with queen high, but I will be check calling now, especially three ways, drawing to the virtual nuts. Probably could be a justified fold though. Blind versus blind, no ante. We're just going to play raise. We miss here pretty heavily. Could start by just betting quarter pot. We do have decent backdoors. Certainly can't check call. Deuce is a virtual brick. We have pretty strong range advantage here. And I think we can capitalize on that with a half pot bet. See you, buddy. Check says there's a lot of value in playing from the start. I'm open to hearing what value you think that there is. We beat 6-7, we beat 9-7. We don't beat 5-7. Yeah, I'm not so sure that there is value in playing from the start. even having a double stack this early increases my probability of cashing only a small amount, and it increases my probability of winning like even less. So it might increase my win percentage by like 0.1%, and it might increase my cash percentage by like 1% or a couple percentage points. But like, you know, tournaments are extremely high variance. I think high rollers might be the exception because they're such small fields. But even then, maybe not, because it's so few unique entries that like if you just max late reg all the high rollers, usually like somewhere between 40% and 60% of the field is eliminated at the end of registration, and you're just like still in. So you auto bot into a plus ICM EV spot.
I feel like you just told me I should have leave.
Uh-oh, our boy Chris is free rolling. No. Chop it up. Whack it up. Mikey Mike says, Berkey, I busted you on a similar tournament online last year. You had a set and I had the straight. It was an honor. Thanks, man. I don't remember, but I'm I'm glad the hand sticks out for you so much. Yeah. You want to get in frame?
No, I'm good.
Come on, you can come sit right over here, big guy. There's plenty of room for you.
Nah, I'm good.
The people want to hear from Jay Chris.
Just want to hear about stories about people beating it.
They want to hear stories about, you know, you shitting yourself as a kid.
Oh, yeah. One of the best times ever. That's not it.
I actually have something really funny to say myself.
I don't know what you're saying, Conrad. I don't know what you're talking about.
Something that happened in Florida.
Huh?
I'll tell you later.
Three ways here. We're actually gonna. All right, I think we're just gonna bet small. It's the right play.
Crazy.
Yeah, I expected to get check raised here.
1, 2, 3.
We do still defend one for sure.
It was so smooth. And I pulled spear.
That's a really good card for us. Well, it can be a good card for us, I should say. Especially facing half pot. He's either going to be full or we're going to have counterfeited a hand like 7-5. We also now have a full house draw, which is good. 3 is whatever. It's better than a 4. It's better than a 9. So we're just going to get the showdown and win here. I don't think we can go for thin value. He does still have the 6x dominance over us. He has the 4x dominance over us. And he also has some 8-9 in range as well as full houses. Yeah, we beat that though. That's very unlucky, Craig. I just happened to have it. You played your hand fine. The fact that I can't value bet the river demonstrates that you played your hand just fine. We're gonna raise here. We're certainly strong enough. We'd like to shut out the small blind if possible. Or the under the gun player, even better. This is the dream if the small blind then calls. Oh, Check says, it was after you knocked the other guy out for a gazillion blinds, so it seemed funny because it was right after I asked the first question. Yeah, that's fair. It's just debatable how much of an edge that gains me. Now, if I think I already have a pretty big edge in this field, which I probably do, and I get to play against like people who are significantly worse than me for an extended period of time, like that's going to add to my win rate, and it might be beyond the point that I can calculate. So there probably is a big edge. Like if you can win stacks in the non-ante phase of a tournament, sure, like you're in a pretty good spot, and you're also just like not going to bust nearly as frequently, which is also pretty good. Eugene Green says, and I think that this is like one of the biggest misconceptions of MTTs. He says, if the better players tend to be around later in the field, it only makes sense that the worst players are there early. Sure, but there's a lot of factors you can't control. Number one, you don't guarantee yourself the ability to play with the bad players. Number two, you don't guarantee that your win rate is so much higher against them that it makes up for the variance of playing the MTT earlier. And number three, bad players are also a part of the variance of MTTs. So in other words, one specific bad player is unlikely to make it deep into the tournament. But of all the bad players, a percentage of them are still going to be around in every single phase of the event. So I don't really think that you accrue very much EV from attempting to play at super soft tables early on, because you don't guarantee that you get a super soft table. You also don't guarantee that you get the chips from that super soft table. Oftentimes playing against super soft competition early comes with even higher variance because they're kind of punting so hard that, you know, you have to suffer more all-ins when you're hundreds of blinds effective and you're very disincentivized to be all-in. So I think that it's like a pretty large misnomer that the majority of your win rate in an MTT comes from the early stages versus weak competition. That's probably pretty profoundly untrue. The majority of your win rate in an MTT comes from the final table, period. Period, end of story, which means that no matter what, you're going to have chips late in the event versus other good players. And no matter what, you're going to have to navigate all different chip depths. So there's no hack to MTTs that will allow you to like be chip leader early and just maintain that chip lead wire to wire. That's just not really a thing. Shine like a Valentine. Whoopsie. Yeah, that's what I meant. Too small for me. It's too small. I played a $500 20K that I final tabled as chip leader. First was 6,500, and I just couldn't be bothered for ICM decisions. It was just so impossible to consider ICM when like first wouldn't even get me even for the hour, let alone for the trip. Like I'm stuck 30K playing cash on the side while I'm navigating this final table, getting pumped about pay jumps for $450. Chris says, are you leaving the Berg as soon as the online series is over? I am. I'm out of here either Monday morning or Tuesday morning. I fly to Austin on Friday for a meetup game and to launch the Palm Social live stream. Big fan of Sam and all the guys down there at Palm Social. They've always been really good to me, so I said I would come out and kind of be a part of the inaugural stream. I think there are going to be other special guests there. I'm not sure who. Initially, I think it was supposed to be Kitty Cow and or Kitty Quo and Maria Ho, but I think that since then they've both backed out. Not sure who or what the plan is, but I know that there's a 5-10 game that'll be live streamed on Friday at 6 p.m. whatever time Texas is, I guess Central Time, and then 2550 on Saturday the 21st at, I think, the same time, 6 p.m. Central. So check my social if you guys want to watch that. I'll be sure to post the link. Everything else that's going on. Additionally, some exciting news for those of you who have been following closely along. I mentioned this on Sunday. We are officially, well, two things. We are officially partnered with PokerGo to do a sponsorship for the Live World Series. So we are going to be the training site of the WSOP this fall at the Rio. You'll see us everywhere. We're going to have a booth. We're going to have branding on the felt. We're going to be in the live streams. We're going to be doing commentary. I'm going to be making fucking final tables because that's what we're here to do, God damn it. Speaking of, I'm 3-betting this. So yeah, we're going to have a pretty big presence at the series this summer. Additionally, as a lead up to prep everybody for the WSOP, we put together a WSOP homeschool. And that's going to run live from September 7th until September 25th. It's going to be 4 lessons per week for 3 weeks total. We have a slew of instructors. It's myself. It's Matt Hunt. It is Landon Tice. It's Russell Thomas and Jesse Sylvia from Floptimal. They're going to handle a lesson each. We have a new addition. I shouldn't say a new addition. We have a friend of the company. He goes by the Mad Queen on GG. Has been absolutely crushing it lately. So we still get the value bet here on the end. Or do we? Do we just check call? He misses a lot of draws. Yeah, I think we block bet, actually. It'll do some bluffs from his busted draws. He has a lot of 9, 10, 5, 6, Jack 10. Missed spades. Ay. He goes by the Mad Queen on GG. You can check out his results if you like. He's currently doing a mastermind this evening that I will show you guys a little tidbit of on the break. He's going to be handling all of the ICM calculations for this WSOP homeschool course that we're running. If you guys want more information on that, just hit hashtag syllabus in the chat and hashtag homeschool for the sign up link. With that will come a nice little bonus if you guys use the sign up code S4Y Stream. S4Y Stream 250. You'll save 20% on the cost of homeschool. So I'm going to go ahead and put those commands in the chat right now. That's strange. It's visible to me. Let me double check. Yeah, it's there. I don't know what you're talking about, man. William Bullock says, "Hey Berkey, what's up? Huge fan. Been watching your stream since day one from Manchester, UK. Your big blinds chip stack no longer visible on screen. Let's fucking go." I see it, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to tell you. It's there. I don't know what else to say. It's there. It's right here. See where my mouse is? Is right here. Those are the big blinds. That's what we're rocking with. Zach Ginsburg says, hey, Burke, I'm currently on your right. Ginsey. What up, my man? Thanks for tuning into the stream. I just wanted to stop in and say I'm not... Oh, I read that wrong. I just wanted to stop in and say I'm a huge fan and wish you luck. Hopping off as to not stream snipe, but good luck. Bro, you don't get snipe. I'm on delay, man. Stick around. Come back. Oh, I wish I could type in the chat. There's no way for me to let you know. Come back. We welcome you. Please. You'll get to see hands that we play against each other, and you'll get to hear me talk about them. It's great. It's good for everybody involved. Chris says, definitely stay for the 17th. They rescheduled the high roller for that. Yeah, I know. I just can't. I have to be back in Vegas. I have some business to attend to. I actually knew about the cancellation and the rescheduling before anybody else, but nothing I could do. KZ Killer says, have you had the chance to catch any of the new Hustler streams? Any chance of you going to play there on stream anytime soon? I was invited to go in September. It's really just a matter of me being able to find the time. I really don't know. I have an event in San Antonio the weekend of the 11th in September. And then we have, we're running the online homeschool all throughout the month of September. So it's going to be pretty tough for me to get away. But Ryan has extended the invite. So basically it's just a matter of me being able to find time to get out there. I'm looking forward to it, though. I haven't played live in quite some time. I miss it, man. I miss it. Why does everybody say you can't see my chip stack? Am I dumb? I'm watching the YouTube stream right now. I see the chip stack. Are you guys trolling? Pound of flesh for you want.
What do you think about software?
It's so clean, man. The software is so clean. I hated it the first day I played because I just like wasn't used to all the animations. But like once you play around with it and like set the bet slider the way you want and stuff like that, so nice.
The animation is a little off throwing at first.
Yeah, you know you can throw shit at people?
No.
Yeah, just right click on them.
Okay.
It's great. I'm gonna throw a tomato at this guy.
Got an egg for this motherfucker.
Yeah, I hit him with an egg too.
Yes.
I hit him with an egg.
Why does my fucking screen keep blinking?
Yo, who is Eric's Adventure? Every day he comes into chat and he says, check out the Berkey statue we built while visiting PA. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? I need to know. I just need to know what the hell you're talking about. Someone should erect a statue of me. God damn it. Backwards hat and all, you know? What up, Hish? Can I be a guest instructor, pretty please? Yeah, if we ever do a banking seminar, you're my go-to guy, man. Don't worry. Hish is actually my financier friend, for what it's worth. Why don't you want to be in frame, man?
I'm just watching it.
You can join in on the conversation if you, just
Checking it out.
sit right on over here. Uncle Connie will show you how it's done.
Will I get in there?
We need to get Conrad streaming.
I've told you this for a while.
I don't think you could be trusted for hours on an open mic. I just don't think it's.
I don't think I would say anything crazy. Other than
Well, there's societal rules that he just breaks on the regular.
Sorry.
You know, kind of like you.
It is America. Freedom of speech, you know?
Kind of like you. I don't.
It's just saying, right?
I don't think you could necessarily be trusted on an open mic either.
Hell no.
Eugene says, so if all the sharps come in to play at max slate reg, is it an advantage to have the same stack as them, or is it better to have played early and potentially have 2, 3, 4, or 10x the max slate reg stack? Doesn't matter. Your effective stack is whoever's the shortest stack in the hand, right? So it doesn't. If you're 100 blinds deep and you're against Alex Foxen, who's 25 blinds deep, you're 25 blinds effective, and it makes absolutely no difference who has the larger stack here. The only thing that matters is you're in a better ICM position than him, but you're so far away from ICM impact that it doesn't really matter. Sorry, I'm typing to the chat. Do. Bring a coffee. I'm confused. I feel like this screen was so much more cluttered for me the other day. It's so clean today. Why? What's changed? Maybe it's because I'm only one table. What up, Brog9? David Solomon says, I'm watching the stream. I'm on a different table. Solozivin PA. Hope to see you at the final table. I hope to see you too, man. Mainly, I just hope I'm there, but I'm rooting for you too. Let's go. You know, let's join me. Why don't you? Chris says, still can't see the chip stack. You guys have to be trolling, right? I'm watching the YouTube stream. I can see the chip stack. Like, you guys have to be trolling. It's right here. I'm so confused. Hello. Flush draw. I mean, this is basically a value bet. It's not often that you're just going to be pure value betting the nut flush draw, but very difficult to be up against a better hand. There'll be some King X in this range, but not really a lot. Interesting. Now I think we actually start checking and getting value from worse flush draws, like, you know, his 10 high, 9 high type hands that may feel the need to start bluffing. I think we have a pretty clear call here. Ace is nice. Heart is probably fine. So we miss. And now we lose to a hand like 7-6, 9-7, which probably won't value bet. Okay, so he's pocket eights. Whatever. Unlucky. John Labordi says, "Congrats on your big win on Poker After Dark last week. Fun hand to watch." Thanks, man. It was an annoying session. I played a few hands pretty poorly. Played a few hands pretty well too, I thought. Very lucky to win that big flip versus Jake at the end. That basically made up for all my winnings. Yeah, I thought I missed value in a couple spots. I definitely missed a big bluff versus Daniel with the Queen 10. And then I could have made a pretty heroic call versus Dan Smith with the Jack 8 suited. That hand's just going to mix. I mean, how I played it is fine. Also, calling there would probably be fine. I did have a sense that he was just going for it. and I was pretty pained to fold, but what can you do? $19.5 up top now, and only growing. We're getting good cards. This hand will both play as a raise and a call. I think we're more inclined to squeeze with it once this call comes through. I probably would have just flatted otherwise. So we'll go full 10 blinds here. I love that there's always one dislike. Somebody shows up every single stream and just has the diligence to just always smash the down like button or the dislike button. So we're gonna go probably like quarter, half on this texture. There's not really a lot for us to target. It's difficult to play an all-in pot here and not run into a set. Really, really great turn. It's one where we gain a massive advantage and we can start utilizing a big bet size. Again, with no heart, I'm more inclined to go 75%, so I think I'm just going to hedge and go 66. It's very difficult for him to call with his bluff catchers. People tend to overfold this spot. Obviously, when we catch him with a king, we just get to go for 3. And we will be shoving on non-heart rivers, of course. This does reduce sets, which is great. He really only has 8s at this point. Chris Caldwell says how many left. You can see our position in the event as well as how many remain here in the lower right. Ace is kind of not great. I don't really think we get to shove any longer. Ace-8 got there, and now we're chopping with all King-X. We also still lose the pocket 8s if they exist, and quad deuces. Pretty unfortunate river, to be quite frank. I think we're just going to have to check down. Whoops. Wow. Wow. He was a non-believer. He was going to get the horns on the river. I don't think he was going to call the 7s, though. That's a pretty bad bluff catcher at that point. Though he did not have the 7 of hearts, which is somewhat important. Oh, he did have the 7 of hearts. Never mind. He definitely can't call. With their horse. All right, guys. We have 2.5 starting stacks. Doing pretty nice. In circles, time will tell. Bradley Little says, is Berkey 11 up on this series yet? I've actually cashed every single event except for Monday's $500 event, which I was in for 1 bullet on. So yes, I am currently up on the series, though very small. Is this a one-day event? Yes, it is. So we're going to go on break in 3 minutes. I'm going to give you guys a little bit... What am I going to show you guys today? What do you want to see? I'll tell you what. I'll show you the latest Quick Studies course that just launched. I'm not sure when it launched. Maybe a week ago or so. Sam Corfield says, hey, Berkey, just curious why the min raise is a thing, even when so deep. Any explanation, reasoning is appreciated. Get that bracelet. It's all about controlling stack to pot ratio. We're not really that deep. 100 big blind poker isn't that deep. We would consider that shallow for cash games. There's also no ante, so there isn't much money to be fighting over. And effectively, yeah, you just want to keep people in a position where you can play multiple street poker versus them. And the only way to do that is by keeping SPR deep. So basically, it's a risk-reward equation. In MTTs, you're always trying to reduce your risk and maximize your reward. So it's betting in general tends to be on the smaller side. Dave's Painting said, sup Burke, I will be back in PA to play Friday through Sunday. Let's fucking go, man. Let's go. Matt, do you ever plan on playing a 300k plus MTT again? That doc was awesome and inspiring. Probably not. Very unlikely. The high roller scene has gotten very selective and very specific. What is this? Yeah, it's very niche and not something that I'm currently studying for. So yeah, I don't think it's within the realm of my interest. I would much rather play a massive cash game at those stakes. So 300k buy-in, we're talking like 500 1k, maybe 1k 2k, something like that. I feel a lot more confident in that arena. All right, we are going to head to break. And with that, I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit of quick studies. Okay, before...
Understanding board texture and its significance in poker strategy is truly an aha moment in your poker education. Not all flops are created equal. In fact, they vary drastically in terms of their properties and strategic implications. The key properties to think about when evaluating board textures are the following: suitedness, connectedness, paired cards, and card ranks. Suitedness refers to flush possibilities. Is the flop monotone, two-tone, or rainbow? Connectedness refers to straight possibilities. There are tons of variations, but essentially it's how close together the cards are. One way to think about it is, how many different straights or straight draws are possible on a given board? Paired cards refers to whether or not there is a pair on the board. Keep in mind, not all paired flops are the same. Ace-Ace-10 is a totally different animal than 3-3-8 due to the frequency that hands containing an ace are played compared to the hands which contain a 3. Card ranks refers to how high or low the cards on the board are. For example, 4-5-6 with 2 spades has the same connectivity and suitedness as 10-Jack-Queen with 2 spades, but clearly those boards are worlds apart and connect with a very different range of hands. It's worth noting that because an ace is guaranteed to be the highest card on the board if it appears, ace-high flops are more common than any other. Conversely, it's quite rare to see a 5-high flop. While these 4 properties allow for a galaxy of flop possibilities on their own, remember that they are not mutually exclusive. There are 22,100 possible flops in No Limit Hold'em, and while many of them are functionally identical to each other, there are still 1,755 unique flops. To categorize the properties of these 1,755 flops, we use 2 main terms, static and dynamic. These are 2 ends of a spectrum, and they describe the extent to which the board is likely to change between the flop and the river. Think of it this way. What likelihood does the nuts on the flop stay the nuts by the river? For example, Ace-6-6 Rainbow is one of the most static boards in existence, because a hand like sixes, aces, ace-6, or even just any hand containing a 6 is highly likely to still be a very strong hand by the river. On the other hand, a board like 6-5-4 with 2 hearts is highly dynamic because even a flopped straight may not be the nuts for long. Something like 10-6-3 rainbow is somewhere in the middle of the spectrum, and thus referred to as fluid, since these boards are not easily categorized at one extreme or the other. Thinking about flops in terms of their properties will help you understand how your flop strategy and actions shape the rest of the hand. In the next lesson, we'll discuss how to integrate board texture with your opponent's range and begin creating strategies for the flop.
You're saying it to me like fucking, I'm the one that put fucking 12 minutes on the screen.
I don't know what the hell you got going on over there, man.
Like, I'm the one that went and got disconnected my internet.
I don't know what you.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing over there,
That's
man.
exactly.
You can't trust Conrad, man. I'll tell you what. Let me tell you guys. So that was our quick studies course. If you guys like what you saw, you can get the entire curriculum for free. Just sign up for the Solve for Why free roll access pass at solveforwhy.io. If you like what you see and you want to check out the rest of the site, good news, we're giving that away for free too. Just sign up for the regular pass and utilize S4Y free AUG as the sign up code. And you'll be good to go.
Working with
All right, on the next break, I am going to let you guys sit in on one of the live masterminds as it takes place. The Mad Queen himself, Charles, is doing an introduction to ICM. I have that up on the side for myself to pay a little attention to. We just have a block bet here. We lose some of the time, but no real reason to go big. Our hand doesn't check call that well. Could get value from a 6. 10s, queens, jacks, whatever. Where's Leroy? Bring back Leroy. Do, do, do. DJ Cam says, Ginzy on your right is Rampage's friend in his hotel room on his stream. Yo, I invited Rampage to come stay here. Ginzy could have joined too. You guys could have been in the Grindhouse here in Pittsburgh, but you went to dirty-ass Philly instead. Nobody likes Philly.
Nope.
No one likes Philly.
Nope.
You were always just a little bit of light. Apologies, there's going to be some outside audio. I just want to monitor this webinar real fast, so you guys get to hear a little bit of Charles's thoughts.
I gotta coach myself as I was not getting the results I wanted at that time, and from them I started to play sit and goes, and then I started seeing some good results because I started to learn like some ICM, playing the sit and goes, and having like playing.
Okay, good. Everything's good. Everything is good. We like that. Not to ever deviate from Leroy, but just real quick, and hopefully this doesn't get the video like taken down or anything. I actually kind of just want to test it to see if it works, because if it does, there is a small chance that you'll get one party stream out of me where I don't play Leroy, but instead I just play this album on loop. So have you guys heard of Grizz? Because my God, I'm into it, man. I'm so into this. This is double up music right here. You know what I'm saying? That was just a little preview of Grizz. We're gonna see if that part of the stream gets muted, and if it does, well then we know, don't we? Oh shit! By my side. All right, we have to bluff. We have to bluff. Diamond's missed. We have more King X than he does. He's blocking, so his most likely holding here is a 7 or a Jack. I think a Jack calls. I think a 7 folds. We have decent properties here. Not great, but we do block King Queen, which is a big deal. We would raise that hand. We also have some King Jack as played. Mainly just King Jack of Hearts exactly. We also have a turn set and 4-5 that we would play this way. Though this hand is pretty shitty to choose from in that regard. Kind of blocks a lot of his auto folds. We pretty much just have to bluff because I want to. I'm facing a block bet here. I think a lot of that range bet folds. He doesn't have much King X. Yeah, he's Jack Deuce. That's fine. That's a pretty good hand to call with. I think he'd rather have Jack 4, Jack 5, obviously, but Jack Deuce is fine when you unblock both diamonds and hearts. And the Lord didn't make my soul forsake. We tried, and Ginzy sniffed it out. Nice work, Ginzy. Nice work, man. My eyes starts to wander. It's just that my heart's always headed out the door. Yeah, he's just gonna pay when we have 2 pair there, like King 8, King 7, or whatever. As well as like our stronger 1 pair hands like King X, Ace King. Obviously, we're raising all of those facing a block on the end. Can't really float this hand. The backdoors are just too weak. Did we start with 15 or 20k?
15.
Okay, 15. Alright, so we have 2 1/4 starting stacks. That's nice. We like that. How many starting stacks do you have, Conrad?
2/4 of one?
2/4 is half.
Huh?
2/4 is a half.
No, it's 2/3.
Nope. 2/3 would be 2/3.
Yeah, so it's 2/3 of one. Sorry, that's what I messed up.
Honey, don't try to find me. And don't try to tell me everybody gets old. You're watching your front door?
Yeah, my wife just left.
You want to make sure she didn't get picked up by some dude?
Probably gonna get something good to eat.
Something good to eat or something good to eat?
Yeah, I had a kid.
You going to get that dick?
That drink sandwich. Coffee meat sandwich.
Oh, man. Marriage, huh?
Yeah,
What's that like?
fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah,
I can't believe you're married.
you should go watch this shit. Of course it's great.
Man,
Love you, hon.
if you would have asked me if you were the most likely to not be married, I would have said yes.
Oh, yeah.
And if you had asked me what the probability, actually, I think it's pretty probable that you get married before I did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. You're too picky.
Well, you should be picky. It's a life partner.
Eh.
Big flop for us. We're gonna start with a small bet here. That is not 25%. Oh, 1.6. There we go. What am I doing? Whiskey on your grave. Oh, Dave. Dave, you've made a grave error. We're going to be all in versus you, buddy. Godspeed. Actually, do we want to shove here? Because he shouldn't really have any folds. We do have to realize all of our equity. Do we want to be calling off on turn? That ain't your own. 14. Yeah, whatever. We're just all in. I mean, he could, I guess, theoretically be like raise folding a 6 or a 7. He'll often just have better draws than us. Wow! Wow, we got him. I mean, maybe we should just be calling, but it's tough to bluff catch with 9 high. You know, that's not really a thing. You'd rather just bluff with it. What? Turn what? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna throw an egg at him. Yeah, Jace wants me to throw. You want me to throw a cake, a tomato, or an egg? Or a snowball?
Eggs in.
We already threw the egg.
Alright, where's the tomato?
Okay, tomato. Ketchup sandwich, bro. Right there. Eat
It's
it.
ketchup.
Eat a little Heinz 57. Because we're from the Berg. Berg things. Man, I fucking miss being here.
What do you mean you're from the Berg? You're from like an hour that way.
First of all, it's 30 minutes. Second of all, it's a Berg also.
Wait, hold on. It's 30 minutes? That's not what...
I live a little bit.
Eric does not live where we grew up.
Yeah.
Eric lives in the middle of the woods. Like a fucking hobo.
Yeah. Look at that mustache with the beard.
Oh my god, it's unbearable.
It's like a little creepy, rapey, kind of.
Yo, it is fucking...
Like, it's
he
like-
has the one... I'm not sure if it's creepy rapey or just like a porn stash.
That's what I
Yeah.
told him. He goes, it's coming back, man. It's coming back.
Hey, do you remember the movie Tombstone? The Western movie back in the day?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? About
Sick.
has the little mustache.
Oh, yeah.
There's Doc Holliday.
Yeah.
Eric can't pull that off.
No. This is not our favorite bluff catcher, but it's a bluff catcher nonetheless. We unblock Queen 10, King 10, King Queen, spades, diamonds. It actually does turn into a pretty good bluff catcher. The only problem is when he has a better jack, he's just free to keep blasting off. That said, we're very likely to just like have to call 3 with this. I'm sure it will mix on rivers, but... Well, now it's a little bit tricky. We block a little less, and he has a lot of bluffs. Now I think we get to start folding. We'd be more inclined to call with, like, our Jack X with 1 spade. So if we had a hand like Queen Jack and a spade, King Jack and a spade, those hands would naturally be calling. This line makes no sense, by the way. Absolutely 0 sense. I'm so certain that he's bluffing, but it doesn't matter because I can't call. And also 7-8 got there, which is a problem. And I'm getting back to you. What was I about to look up? I was about to look something up. Oh, I was going to show you this video I took. Look at this. Clemente Bridge at night. Does it get any better? I mean, you guys see this? This is Pittsburgh, baby. That's Pittsburgh. Yinzer things, you know? Clemente Bridge. You guys don't know. You just don't know. You don't have a city where you can literally walk alongside the riverbank at midnight and see 27 people on a date.
Yeah, you're right. In New York, it's like 27,000 people on a day.
More like 27,000 hobos.
Yeah. It's kind of true. Conrad. Or prostitutes just hanging out, trying to make deals.
Cody Mickelson says, in the Foxen scenario, isn't the 100 big blind stack still significantly more valuable as you can't bust, but he can? It's not more valuable in any hands that you play against him, but it's more valuable to your plight in the tournament. Of course, you'll perform better off of 100 blinds long term than you will off 25. But also understand it's way easier to win a 50 big blind pot when you are 25. Conrad, why are you calling me?
I want to say hi to my...
It's way easier to win a 50 big blind pot when you have 25 big blinds than it is to win a 50 big blind pot when you have 100. Joseph Henry says, do you guys have a special thing that can help me train for the WSOP this fall? Well, as a matter of fact, Joseph, we do. It's called WSOP Homeschool. And you can have a discount. You can save $250 right now by using S4Y Stream 250. Just for showing up here today and tuning into this glorious show that we're putting on. The road is deep and secrets are too good to keep in bars when the tune of time never long. I'm in this drink and I'll see you in the morning. Hold tight, don't ever let. Bradley Little says, if 2 quarters were worth 66 cents, the world would be a better place. If 2 quarters were worth 66 cents, we would be led by people like Conrad Simpson to the promised land. And we'd all be a lot more high. That's for sure.
You want to burn something?
What?
You want to burn something?
No.
I got something rolled up right now, right
Go
now. You can
away.
leave that stream, we'll leave that shit. Jason will get high right now.
What?
Alright,
Why do you smoke so much weed? Christ, Turtle. Smoke some more weed.
I will, especially since I just busted the fucking thing and didn't rebuy.
You didn't rebuy?
No.
Why?
Go fucking idiot. I rebought once, but
I don't understand. You didn't have enough?
I'm an idiot. I had put it in something else into the tournament.
Oh,
Yeah.
Conrad.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 40,000 first.
Yeah, I'm really annoyed right now.
Boy,
I'm super.
you're too high is the problem.
Hi.
A 2.5 SPR here. We're gonna check down, or we're gonna try to check down and realize our equity here. Check again. Lose my mind. Facing a block bet here, we do beat a 5. We also beat some ace highs, so we're going to call. We lose to top pair, of course. But I'm not gonna. Just blame it on my mental health, my lifestyle. That's the Mastermind that's taking place on our subsite right now. If you guys are interested in ICM right now, you can head over to Software TV. I won't mind if you leave the stream for it. Charles, the Mad Queen, is delivering the August Mastermind right now on Introduction to ICM. Again, you can sign up for free to check that out. Just use sign-up code, what is it? Free month AUG, I believe. I've been given the wrong one this whole time. I'll wait till the end. For breaking. Loco Poker says, Burke, any upcoming vlogcast? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll see. I need to find a new co-host.
Right here, bro.
I tried once. I tried once with you.
I wasn't ready for it.
Well, you're ready now?
I wasn't ready for it.
All right, we'll kick it around again. I'm open to it.
So,
Myself.
this place is super dope.
So what's the chat? Is that the chat from the YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can't chat that thing.
No, the client doesn't allow for chat.
Gotcha.
They used to, but then people said racist stuff, so they took it away.
Understandable.
It was Conrad.
It was normally directed toward me. My name was I Am Not Black on there. So people said a lot of mean things to me.
Very advantageous flop for us. We do have strong backdoor properties here with the Jack of Spades. Wrapping around the 10. We block a lot of 10x. We're just going to win this one. Zachary Zanner says, did you retire the limping strat? No, actually, I plan to teach my limping strat in the WSOP homeschool. But in these online events, it's really unnecessary unless you have like pretty tough tables. And even then, the structure of these things don't really make it very necessary. You just play a lot more push fold. Live though, live you can get away without so much push fold because people suck so bad at calling. You're just much better served at keeping your SPR deep, even when you're as short as like 15 blinds. And then particularly like when you're 100 blinds deep, I like to do a lot of limping because I want to VPIP, but I don't want to play massive pots versus whales. In scenarios where they're the ones bloating the pot. I obviously want to play massive pots versus whales, but I want to do it in spots where they're calling. So instead I do like a lot of limping, keep pots under control. Do some trapping, you know how it goes. In the summer sky. What she knows. Hi, is I live in Pennsylvania? I don't know what that means, but this event is in Pennsylvania. Okay, this is a bit awkward, but our hand is too strong to just check, I think. So we're going to do some raising here. Ooh. At this depth, we could 3-bet. But our hand plays pretty well multi-way. Okay. We'll just call. I think we can mix in some pairs in this range too. Hands like 9s and below. Sometimes 10s perhaps. Some ace-queen off. Ace-jack off type of holdings. So we will have a lot of board coverage on a board like this. We're probably calling king-jack in full. So we'll have a fair amount of top 2. We'll have pocket 3s, of course. Have ace-x of hearts. Facing 40%, we just have a very natural call. Turn 7. I expect small bets or checks. When I say small bets, I mean like half potish or less. Tough to pull out here when we have king-jack in full. It's a good sizing. We just get to realize our equity. Our hand's probably too strong to really ever bluff and won't really turn itself into a bluff on many rivers. Especially not that river. He's going to have a massive king advantage. Our jack-x would never go big. So when check 2, we would be betting... The vast majority of the times that we bet, we would be betting something in the neighborhood of like half to 2/3. Obviously facing this barrel, we just fold. So we'd be more likely to turn like a 7 or a 3 into a bluff at that point, as we'd be blocking some sets. Although the 3 is not quite as relevant. Hish, I told you you could be on the broadcast anytime you want. You always stand me up. We'd have to do the entire vlogcast on a zine anyway. Just talk about how she was the one who got away for both of us. Because that's the kind of shit that's interesting. I did a vlogcast with Conrad as the co-host. You guys can go back and watch that.
No, don't. It was horrible.
He was either way too high or way too nervous or both, as he kind of just sat there and giggled.
I was definitely way too nervous. My armpits had so much sweat at the end of it.
It was adorable.
It was horrible.
It had so much.
I literally had fucking wet spots.
What do I do with these? What do I do with these?
KZ says, I think Andre would be a solid fill-in for the time being. I agree. I just think Andre and I are too similar. Kind of need a little bit of change of pace. Somebody that will... I guess, like... I need somebody to play foil to me. It's tough if we just agree on everything. Man, I think I might have to start starting these streams later. Because it's going to be another 5 hours before I win this tournament. And I'm already feeling anxious and impatient. When I play in Vegas, I just register so fucking late that I'm only like 3 hours away from winning the whole thing. And I'm so backed up on work, if I started these at 8 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock, that would give me an extra 2 hours to pretend like I was going to get some work done. And lie to myself even further than I already do. Ooh. What? Oh, this is an app that I play cash games on. Yeah, there'll be a cash game that starts at 8 o'clock. I played last night till 5 in the morning. I hate my life. Oh my god, I was heads up versus a VIP. I'm smashing him for like 12,000. And then somebody must have put a text out to the group that he was playing. All I wanted to do was go to bed. I had taken magnesium and I was like falling asleep at the wheel, but like I just couldn't pass up on the spot. He was just giving it away. And suddenly we're four-handed, and I just start getting super unlucky. I lost, this is meaningless to you, but I lost boat over boat and another silly, I flopped top pair, top kicker versus top set and just got stacked. And it's like, I ended up going from plus 12,000 to minus 16,000. And then the game just breaks. And I missed out on like 6 hours of sleep. It's like, God damn it, why did they do this to me?
Oh, you're dead, buddy. You're dead.
WSOP